Welcome to Eastern Newsbeat. Tricia Ziemer here reporting. I'm here with Ren at 3MDR, and they're starting up their Radiothon. Now, you're the engagement coordinator, aren't you?
Yep, sure am.
How did you come to be at 3MDR?
It's a really interesting story. So I kind of fell into it. I was youth working at local council, and that kind of had responsibility for all of our social web engagements and things like that. So I went off and did a little digital marketing course because I thought I need to get a little bit better at this whole online world. And that contract kind of came to an end, so I was floating around, whatever, and my predecessor here, Emma, was moving back overseas, and I just went to her farewell. It was just a get-together at like a local park, so I was like, doing all that thing, and then Phil, who was the previous station manager, was like, oh, we can't have Emma leave and not replace her, like we really need someone to come in, who's got like community engagement skills and online skills and things like that. So then I had a coffee with the president and vice president at the time, and then I got offered a role. So it was awesome. Yeah, just fell into it. Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how long have you been here at 3MDR?
This is my 9th year, nearly 9 years in November.
Well, that's dedication.
Yeah, and it's been like the longest job I've ever had in one place, and I think that's down to the variety. Like no 2 days are ever the same. It's really great.
Now, the Radiothon is coming up. What are you getting people to subscribe for?
Yeah, so we would really like to get back to outside broadcasting with the funds raised from this year's shockingly good Radiothon. The technology requirements and the challenges that we face out here, specifically with the geographics and the lack of really great internet coverage in the hills, makes our old gear pretty redundant these days. It just doesn't stack up, and we need to really invest in upgrading our equipment so that we can get back out to community events. And even just one piece of that equipment is actually $7,000. So
that would be the OB unit itself, right?
Yeah, but even just like one part of it, that doesn't count for like the headsets and the 2 modems that we need to get as well, and all of that kind of stuff. So we're looking at around probably $20,000, which is the target that we've put on for Radiothon this year, to raise that to be able to get like, a hard case and package up the whole kit so that anyone can pretty much go out into a community event and be able to, conduct an outside broadcast. Small amounts of gear, really easily transportable, so anyone can be trained to do it, basically is what we're aiming for.
Sounds like a wonderful concept to get out and about in the community.
Yeah, we've really missed it. Emma was really instrumental in upping the station's profile with outside broadcast. That's what she put a lot of time and energy into doing. We were doing regular events and things like that. And I remember one of the last ones we did was the Belgrave Lantern Parade a few years ago. We set up and we tested and everything was working fine. And then 10,000 people turned up and all got on their phones, and we used the internet to do the link, and it just went through the floor. Even the shops lost their FPOS. And so at that point we were just like, okay, we can't compete, when so many people are now using bandwidth and everything on their phones. So that was nearly one of the last ones that we were at. We can do it if we're somewhere that we can plug into the wall, their internet in the wall, and it's much more solid. But in terms of being able to go out and use Wi-Fi or just what's in the ether, it's really tricky with what we have now.
So how do the public support you in this Radiothon?
Yeah, so the best way to do it is to subscribe, become a supporter of the station. We've got a whole range of options. 3mdr.com/subscribe is where you go to do it. Strap for Cash starts at $33. We don't ask questions. We understand the cost of living stuff and everything at the moment. So we've got options from $33 through to $1,100 if you want to do a one-off payment for life. And that's called a Best Friend for Life. We have subscriptions for businesses, community groups, schools, sports clubs, individuals, families, your dog, your rock. You can subscribe any way, any shape, anyhow to 3mdr.com, and all of that money will go into looking for our new OB equipment, basically.
Okay, and you've got the mascot Coco the dog.
Oh, we so do, yes. He's a new addition to the 3MDR family, and we love him to bits. He is sporting his newest 3MDR gear as well, so he has a little jumper, little hoodie that's got our latest kind of transmission in the hills design on it as well. But for Shockingly Good Radiothon, we'll also have exclusive merch like we do each year. So there'll be a t-shirt in a range of 4 colours this year. We've gone all out. And a tote bag as well, which you can only buy by subscribing and adding it to your subscription. It's for subscribers only during Radiothon. So we're encouraging people to grab that design. That was done by St. Eddie Andrews, who's a local illustrator and graphic designer to the hills out here. And they have done our design and our artwork this year, and we just love it. It's got that whole Frankenstein kind of electroshock. It's got a little radio with some sewing marks on it, like it's been stitched together, and I just love it. So, I can't wait to get my t-shirt, which I think I'm going to get in lime green this year.
I think it'll suit your eyes.
Especially today.
Now, apparently you've got a whole raft of prizes to hand out as well.
We do. We've had some amazing local businesses come on board with prize donations this year. We try and give them the best that we can in return, so we do a lot of promotion for them. We've got web links and everything like that on our Radiothon website. There's a whole prize site. You can go and see all of the prizes. Some of the ones, I guess, that we have returning is the Blues Train is returned. They've been a long time supporter for us for Radiothon prizes, which is amazing. It's a double, like a dinner for 2 on the Blues Train, which is a great kind of, not so local to here, but very much a Melbourne institution for the blues community. The Independent in Gembrook has offered 2 double meal vouchers as well, which is a great local eatery, Argentinian based food. It's really amazing. And we have cafes, Beautiful Maria, Naveja, the Fat Goat in Upway, a couple of vinyl record stores. We're so grateful for the support that we get from our prize donors. And there's even a whole day of recording. If you're a muso and you subscribe up to be an artist subscriber, you could win a day of recording in a local studio.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a significant prize. So there are some great incentives apart from the warm fuzzy feeling that you'll get by supporting your local community radio station.
And listening to such beautiful music.
Absolutely, and there's a program for everyone. It's completely mishmashed, our grid, which is how volunteering works. People have to do a show when they've got the time to do it. So that's how it works.
So this is your chance now to subscribe to 3MDR with its beautiful mountain music and support them to go forward so they can get out and about and share with the community. Ren, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Tricia. Amazing.
Tricia Ziemer, Eastern Newsbeat. I think I'll talk to Phil next.
Fantastic.